So now I'm back. I got those cleaned up headlights installed. What up, though, people? Welcome back to Easy's Rebuilds. I'm Easy E, and this is the place to be. Just got home from work. It's time to start. And it's a Saturday. So don't forget, y'all, work a full-time job, 6 days a week. Like I said, it's Saturday. Just got home from work. And I did a lot of stuff off camera. And I'm going to let y'all see that right now. So if y'all seen from the thumbnail, I have the motor with the cradle installed. The starter is not hooked up yet. Alternator not hooked up yet. I still got to do a power wire from the ground. But in this video, we're going to try to get all this buttoned up. Try to get the core support, everything put back on. And I want you to let you know, do not try to use an engine hoist to drop this cradle. It's easier just using 3 points of contact. What I mean by that, 3 car jacks. One in the front, one on that side, one on that side. So one in the front to support the front of this cradle, one on that side to support that side of the cradle, and one on that side to support that side of the cradle. Undo your bolts. Let each jack stand down slowly onto a cart, furniture dolly, if you would. Because that was my mistake out the first one. Then the other mistake was the steering shaft. When I dropped the cradle before, the steering shaft came out with it, even though I undid the 11mm screw. But it's still tight around there, the little whatever it sits on. So it pulled it out. I just took it off the rack and pinion and stuck it back for the steering wheel. But when I went to install this and install the steering shaft back onto the rack and pinion, the steering wheel was cocked. Tires straight, but the steering wheel was cocked. That's because I put the steering shaft in wrong. Well, it was in there right, but it wasn't matching up towards the rack and pinion. So I had to pull it back out. And that was hard because it's already in there. And it got a little safety clip that holds it up in there. So I hooked it back up to the rack and pinion, dropped the cradle one more time to pull it back out like I did the first time, and I got everything aligned where I needed to. That tire straight. That tire straight. And, well, it's almost straight. The steering wheel, not the tire, should be straight. The steering wheel straight. That tire straight. I forgot the car's at an angle, so now I can see that. That tire is straight, lined up with that tire. This one you can't really tell because fender apron, but that one is straight, lined up with that back tire. Well, I thought I had the steering straight. Oh no, I had to turn it to get the bolt screwed down because the bolt got to turn to the side. It's back there somewhere. We got the fuel lines hooked back up. The purge valve line hooked back up, or is that the return? I don't know, that's purge valve. All that stuff buttoned up. Still got to get the AC compressor buttoned up. We got a lot of stuff to get. Transmission lines got to get done. Still a lot of stuff to get done, people. So just bear with me. So I think I'm going to start with getting back to work. After I already told y'all the predicament. Use 3 points of contact. You don't need no engine hoist to drop these cradles. You do need an engine hoist to pull it off the cradle, but you don't need one to drop the cradle. Just use 3 points of contact. Car jack in the front, jack on that side, and lower it down equally, and onto a cart, and you be able to pull it from under. All that is power steering fluid for me trying to get the steering right. But this learning channel for me. I learn, y'all learn. I let y'all know about the mistakes, and so y'all don't make the same mistakes when dropping the cradle. I did plug in my new ABS sensor already for this side, because I told y'all previous video That one won't come out, so I had to order a new one. Still got to button all that up. I can do that at a later time because I do work a full-time job, people. And I can't work on it all the time. But I got to get this car done, get this car running, so I can get the other car off my trailer. My other Copart build that needs a motor. But I only can do one motor at a time because I do not have a shop. I keep telling y'all that. Can't stress that enough. I do not have a shop. I have my house garage that is highly congested from doing engine swaps. When it started to get cold outside, I got to keep myself busy. Can't paint in my garage when it's cold outside. So, could heat the garage up, but I'm not trying to close the door. Windy out there, cold. No, it might be sunny, but no, it was just raining the other day. So I can't do it. But we got parts everywhere. I'm going to try to fix this bumper. So the bumper won't be going on in this video. Try to do the repair with some plastic weld. Got transmissions, a motor over there. The oil pan from the other one you guys see from the last video. Another motor over there for another car. It's the time of the season for me to start pulling as many motors as I can for other projects. I'm about to pick that big old... I got to pick that up and get her situated up there after I get all the bolts out of there. I know got to be some bolts somewhere in there. So, I'll catch y'all back in a few.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose.
Alright, we got the catalytic converter button back up. Some heat, some radiator hoses. Time to get this fuse box reinstalled. I already got my wires, hope they don't step on them. They all on the ground over here. They go all the way to the other side of the car. But you got this 2-prong wiring harness. They go over there, but first you gotta get your base back in. Because all these wires sit up in this base. So get that click back in. These two pieces gotta go back together. Get those clicked back in. Drop that back in the box. Drop the other wiring harness back in the box. Now that's all clicked in. Now let's do the topper. Just drop that on top and screw everything down. Don't forget to hook up your wires. Should be 2 wires. Forgot which one go first. But, you know, it's 2 of them. I think this one goes first. Then the longer one goes on top of that one. I don't really think it make a difference. That might be a 13 millimeter, but you get those bolted down, get these screwed in. These might be 10s. And they're in there. Seeing an orange mark come up. I don't think they get that tight. Yep, they all the way up. Let me grab a 13. So got everything plugged up on this side. Got the fuse box back in. Got the ABS sensor plugged in back there somewhere. These wires get hooked. They're supposed to hold on to this bracket. But you know, this car is old. So I'm just going to let them dangle right there. Because all this get covered up anyway with that big old engine cover. But they supposed to plug in to these holes over here with these. But if they old, they won't hold. Get it moved over a little bit better. I end up using a zip tie. I don't like them around the oil dipstick and around here. So we got all that put back together. Got a bunch of wires. Now they got a route and put back where they go. But let's get this front end put together. Kristen came outside to give me a hand on putting this front end back on the car, because that's what I need now. Like I said, I ain't gonna be installing the front bumper. Got to fix that. Headlights, I got to restore the headlights. But we got at least here a run for the first time. So got to top off with transmission fluid, oil, and coolant. But let's get to getting this front end put together so we have at least everything plugged up. Don't want no engine lights on for nothing, because a lot of stuff is unplugged still. So let me get back to work.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get.
What up, though, people? I'm back. Sorry about that from the last scene. Y'all seen that me and Chris put the front core support back on, and we ended it. It's the next day now. I already filtered up. I buttoned up the front end. Well, not the front end. The shock towers. All that stuff got sway bar end links. Everything got put back together. Brake calipers got put back together. Put the exhaust back on. Got that under support beam bracket put back on up under the car. We topped her off with transmission fluid, coolant, power steering fluid, and oil. Now it's time. I guess it's time to see if she'll start. I'll show you around what I did. Then we'll see if she start. We charge the battery up. Hopefully she start. So let's get on over there. So here we go. Like I said, it's next day. Got the hood catch on. Like I said, we topped off the fluids. Make sure but yeah, she got coolant. We topped off the oil, topped off the transmission. Might check that again. Then we got all the suspension back hooked up to get put back. Got the suspension back all put back together. ABS sensors all put back. I ended up having to go to my neighborhood pick and pull for some bolts because the other bolts was hardest. Y'all know what to get out, and I ended up mushroom out the nuts so they wouldn't go back on there. So I had to go to my neighborhood pick and pull them and get 2 more for $1.60 off another Buick Enclave. We have power. Put the key in the ignition. There we go. The radio came on. See if she'll start. We don't have anything. I turned the key. Nothing. Oh, okay. Let me grab my scanner. See what's going on with this car. Right now we got no crank, no start. Everybody outside chilling because it's one of those hot days. Get the scanner hooked up real quick. See what we get. Will take a few minutes. Usually don't take this long. Because we got to get this car running. I'm able to establish a link with the vehicle. So I got no communication with the engine control module. So we got no crank, no communication. I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. So I'm back. I think I figured out what the problem was. I'll let y'all know in a little bit if we figured out why we have no communication, no crank, no start. But until then, I need to put this front end back together because eventually I gotta get her moved. It's getting late in the day. But we will get her running. I think we figured it out. They help a rower over there. So, like I said, no crank, no communication, no start. I think we got it, but we have to finish putting this car back together. So, I'll catch y'all back in a few.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit. where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Took until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it. I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it.
So now I'm back. I got those cleaned up headlights installed that I got from my neighborhood pick and pull. There's the old ones. I'm going to keep those and clean them up later time, but these were a little bit in better condition, and it was easier to clean because they wasn't that yellow. So I'm going to keep those as I found out why this car won't run. Everything is buttoned up now. She's not going to get her front bumper put back on yet because I still got to do the plastic weld fix on it. I think that'd be the easier route than just assembling the bumper and using that other valance I got back there, and it'd be a different color, won't even match the car. But like I said, we always working on cars back here. Bam. They took a break off of that one, and they're going back, get some more parts. But let's go back to this one. Let's see if we got communication. Oh, we have communication. Now, so we got a heater control bank 1, heater control circuit bank 2, sensor 2. We have a transmission control system, MIL request, lost communication with ECM, PCM, bank 1, sensor 1. Sensor, another O2 sensor, transmission control, yep, that's 9. Lost communication with TCM. The last one, lost communication with ECM, PCM. So we got 11 codes. I'm going to erase those. Erase in progress. So y'all seen that? So I lost communication. She fired right up. They got a power steering wine. Little exhaust leak. Try to get that fixed. Another exhaust leak back here. But y'all seen the codes, lost communication. That's because on these cars, you have to have that light installed. If you don't got this headlight installed, the car will not start, crank, or you lose communication with everything. So if you get in an accident, this headlight get destroyed with the pigtail, your car will not start, will have to be towed from the scene. You need this headlight and the pigtail connected for your car to run. That rubber found out, that's why the car would not start. But they had no communication with the ECM and the TCM. They didn't know to start the car. That's why we continued on putting the car back together. Because you need this car almost fully assembled to check the engine. Engine sounds good. I think this build is like almost over. Well, this build should be over with. That's how it's got to fix the bumper and finish putting it back together. Now should be able to move her. Y'all won't be able to see she moving in this video because obviously she's not on the ground. She's not on her tires. She's up in the air, but she's not leaking anything. And she's purring like she should be. Right now, no engine codes, no check engine light. Left rear tire pressure, yeah, that left tire has a nail in it. Everything seems to work in the car. So I'm gonna get these tires put back on, but y'all won't see that because that's gonna be a wrap. So if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, give us a thumbs up. If then, give us a thumbs down. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know how we did on the Buick Enclave. If that information helped you in your build about having that headlight plugged in so your car will run. Because without that headlight, you have no crank, no start, no communication. So I hope that helped all y'all. Leave a comment in the comment section below if it did. Share this video with your friends, family, and co-workers. We truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Easy Ease Rebuilds. Everyone counts. And hit that notification bell so be notified whenever we release a new video. Go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. We have merch at teespring.com. We take Cash App donations, and sometimes we take donations of cars. And with all that said, people, stay tuned and stay blessed. Deuces!